Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Friday evening. It is 7 p.m. That can only mean one thing. Time for our weekly 1 hour live stream. And it's not just any live stream this week, guys. It is the 2024 anniversary of Titanic. And the cool thing about this particular year is the dates actually line up uh, with the days, or the days line up with the same days that all of the events happened in 1912. So, for example, Friday, April 10th, 1912, Titanic was underway. Here we are, Friday, April 10th, 2024. So all the days line up exactly as they did historically. How cool is that? We got a bunch of folks already here in the chat. Titanic Nerd, hello. Max, hello. Milan, hello. And Milan, I built that. He's referring to the model you just saw in the intro there. Milan did, in fact, make that animation. Or excuse me, he made the ship in the game Simple Planes. That is his creation. Wolf is here. What's up, Wolf? Let's see. Steve's here. What's up, Steve? Let's see. Cars is here. Hi, Cars. Sorry if I think I got everyone. Oh, Mark, today is the 12th. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking the 10th. 10th was the maiden voyage. I've got maiden voyage on the brain. So, joining us on the shelf this week, guys, we have Titanic. We have Titanic. And we have the star of this week's video, Olympic. And of course, you see the little 3D print Britannic right there. Speaking of Britannic, guys, before we get underway, as you know, I've been talking about a little giveaway. And here's how that's going to happen. See, I've got this smaller, little bitty Britannic right here that I'm going to give away at the end of the live stream. And I'm going to tell you guys how that works right now. So at random times throughout the live stream, I am going to ask you to enter something in the chat. Hello, Karen. Welcome. And once I do that, you will have 1 minute to type what I ask you to type in the chat. And I'm going to do this several times throughout the stream. As you do, I'm going to enter your name into the giveaway, and we're doing this the old school way because I'm not tech savvy enough to create some fancy contest thing, you know, that randomly picks. So I've got a bowl, and I'm going to write names down, and I'm going to put them in the bowl. So before we get underway, let's see. This is what we're going to be starting off with. Titanic Honor and Glory. This is the new update. Titanic Nerd. Today would be the day Jack and Rose met on the poop deck. This is where we first met. Well, we'll go to the poop deck. So, For 1 minute, guys, this is what you, if you want to enter into the giveaway, and remind you, if you win, you have to give me your shipping information, obviously. So if you are not comfortable with me having that, you cannot participate in the giveaway. So, having said that, for the next minute, you will have to type the following in chat. Titanic 2024. It doesn't matter how you type it, as long as you type it. So Titanic 2024. Obviously, I'm not entering myself, but that's what you need to put in the chat. And let's see, we've got 7:06 on my time. Let's go ahead and board the ship. Okay, Milan is entering. So, let's see. Milan, Car. Let's see. Wolf. Let's see. Max. So I've got 4 so far. Excuse me. So, Milan. Into the bowl. Let's see. Car. Into the bowl. Max. Into the bowl. And Wolf. Into the bowl. You've got less than a minute, guys, to still get in on the first time. Milan, oh my God, I totally forgot. 2.1 is out already. I haven't even downloaded it yet myself. No kidding. I will admit, guys, I do not know if. Okay, so and here we are. That is the end of the first chance to participate in the giveaway. Titanic nerd, I don't dare. It's in the middle of the night here. Guys, I will admit I do not know if they made. Did they add anything? Mark, you typed it. My apologies. Thank you for pointing it out for me. So there you are, Mark, and there you go. You are in the bowl. Did they make any? Did they add any rooms or anything to the ship, or is it just they added music? Well, you can hear my PC fan really kicking right now. Here we go, guys. Here we go. We are walking in, and we are going to start out on B deck. So where do we want to go first? We are on Titanic, guys. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, another thing I wanted to do, guys. Obviously, we all know what happened on the 14th and the 15th. Mark says lighting was updated too. Okay. What happened today? Friday, April 10th, 1912. What is happening on Titanic right now? Well, as you can see, I've got on a sea of glass behind me. I did some reading into it the last couple of nights, and I jotted some notes down so we can talk about what happened today on the ship. Milan, they made some optimization in graphical and lighting updates. Okay, so nothing really new as far as content goes. So here we are, of course, the iconic grand staircase. I don't like that far out view. It kind of makes everything look kind of curved. Wolf, I forgot how amazing this game looks. Yeah, well, and we haven't looked at it in a very, very long time. So, and I was saving it for this occasion. So here we are on A deck. Let's descend down. We'll go all the way down to E deck. Steve, I keep saying 10. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm glad you guys are reminding me. Thank you for reminding me about that. I don't know why I keep doing that. So here is a private promenade. Is the signs new? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure those were already there. So at 8 o'clock this morning, Friday, April 12th, 1912, breakfast was served. And mind you, also, this is the first full day at sea. In other words, there's no land. Yesterday, they were steaming off of Ireland. Today, they are fully out in the open ocean. There's no land. So yesterday was the last time that Titanic ever saw land. Let's see. This is a nice room here. What room are we on? B58, 56, 54, 52. So these would have been Ismay's room. 52, 54, and 56. Of course, that was Rose and her crew's suites in the movie. So yeah, this is a nice private promenade. Of course, we know Olympic did not have these. This was an addition that was brand new for Titanic. Let's go down to C deck, and here's the purser's office. Mr. Golden, how are you doing? Welcome. I appreciate the kind words on the Olympic video today, Golden. That was really nice of you. Thank you. So we were just looking at a little bit of B deck. We're kind of slowly descending the grand staircase. Here's the purser's office. How many people played? Now this would be the Strauss suite. How many of you played Titanic Adventure Out of Time? Or have even watched gameplay footage of that game? And I went to the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, guys, and they've got a recreation of the Strauss suite. It is unbelievable. You guys would be blown away. And by the way, the shirt I'm wearing, this is also from the museum. Now, one thing that On a Sea of Glass points out, also on today, April 12th, there was issues with the internal heating on the ship, with the exception of first class, because does this door open? Okay, no, it doesn't open. With the exception of first class, because most of first class, or either they had their own electric heaters. Mark, I've only played Roblox Titanic. Okay. There's a reason I mentioned that game, because we're going down C deck here, and most of you, if you've played that game, you know why I'm going to talk about. I mentioned that game. And also, today is still a day where passengers are kind of getting more comfortable with the ship. They're exploring the ship, or their areas of the ship, 67. We're almost down to C73. Steve, I played a passage through time. I played a passage through time. You mean Adventure Out of Time? Still have the install discs. Question, Milan. If I reply on the next giveaway question as well, would my name get added twice, raising my chance? Or everyone can enter once? Just a question, because I think it was. I did not specify that, Milan. You are correct. And every time you enter into the chat, yes. Each time you say it, you will. It'll be an additional time your name is added into the giveaway. Wolf, imagine if they made a game like this for other liners like Mauritania, Milan's. Tom Linsky's team is making one for Lusitania. Yep, the Greyhound's Wake is what it's going to be called. So here we are at C73, guys. And they kind of did a little, this trunk here in C73 is a nod to Titanic Adventure Out of Time, because in that game, C73 was the cabin of the person that you are playing as. Steve, forgive my boomer moment. It's okay. I keep saying April 10th today, and it's April 12th. Along Grand Voyage, we'll have multiple liners as well, like Empress of Ireland, correct. So let's go to the aft grand staircase. We'll take a look over there real quick. We're going to go up back to A deck. Here's the aft grand staircase. And we're going to go back up. Well, let's check out over here first. Actually, no, let's hold off. We're going to hold off on that for just a minute. We're not going to go into the restaurants down there just yet. We're going to go down into, let's see, this is A deck. Here's first class smoking area. To the barber shop. So, one thing about, and you guys can, Steve, will we find the Adolf Hitler oil painting? Probably not. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. My memory on the movie is a little foggy, but wasn't this the room where Andrews was last seen? Milan's asking the what? I got something wrong. Okay, right. Now, yeah, by the fireplace. Yeah, yeah. In both movies, I think A Night to Remember and Titanic. Well, in Titanic, he's right here. He's adjusting the clock, and in A Night to Remember, he's sitting down somewhere in this area, right near the clock. And according to eyewitness accounts, this is not where he was at the time where he was last seen. Does anybody know where was the last reported position that Mr. Andrews was seen? And speaking of Mr. Andrews, this would have been his room. This was Thomas Andrews' room right here. And Titanic nerd, won't you even make a try for it? And I believe that line was mentioned in both movies. Cameron borrowed that from A Night to Remember. Mark, technically Andrews was last seen on the bridge, but others say the smoking room. As memory goes for me, Smith and Andrews were both last seen on the port side bridge wing, and one of them allegedly said to the other, there's not much time now. She's going fast. This was right around the time when the bridge was going under, and they both pretty much went into the ocean from there. Who can guess what room we're in right now? Only one steward said he saw Andrews in the smoking room. Most other survivors said they saw him walk into the sea with Smith from the bridge. Right. So who can take a guess on which room we are in right now? This view should actually look a little familiar. I'll wait and see if anybody gets it. And this right here should probably give it away. Whose room we're in. Max said it first. Father Brown's cabin. Father Francis Brown. And he was probably standing right here when he took those pictures. Two shots from here. One of them was blurry. The other one was not. And the thumbnail for the live stream, if you guys haven't noticed, is one of Father Brown's photos. It was after he got off the ship at Queenstown. So, having said all that, are we going in here? Yeah. No, we've already been in there. Let's go back down a deck, and we're going to go back forward. So, one of the things I need to mention as well, we were talking about what happened today on the ship. So, the stokers fired up another one of the double-ended primary boilers. So 20 of 29 boilers are now online, and the ship's speed, after they were fully online and functioning, the ship's speed was now 21.2 knots, according to On a Sea of Glass. Mark, I must have some kind of chat delay on my end. There is always a chat delay on there, Mark. I do apologize for that. It's probably something to do with my connection. There's always a delay. Max Father Brown's photos are incredible. They most certainly are. And think about how many photos. I think there was, what, 39 photos he took in total. That's 39 less photos we would have of Titanic had they not made it, and we already don't have enough as it is. Steve, I hate to cut this short, but I need to get dinner. No problem, Steve. Thanks for dropping in. We've got some other stuff here planned after we walk around the ship here. So if you got time, come back and hang out with us for a bit. So here we are in D-deck reception. And let's go take a look at the dining room real quick. See, they've only got part of it lit up here. Only the main section would be lit up. Now, here's an interesting thing, guys. You all know, I'm sure we all know who Tom Linsky is. He recently did a video on his channel about Olympic Steinway piano. Would this be the same spot on Olympic that Olympic Steinway piano would be on? That I am not certain on that. So if you guys can educate me on that, I would appreciate it. Let's see. Also going on around the ship, a second-class passenger, Kate Buss, B-U-S-S, noted that it was much more choppy today than it was yesterday, and some passengers were getting seasick. Mark says Olympic piano. So that was the same spot. I figured as much, but I wasn't certain. So we're not going to spend too much time on E-deck. Let's see. But, of course, we've got to go and check out the stateroom of this person. E23. A Titanic nerd says he thinks the piano was in the a la carte restaurant. That's interesting. So we will be going to the restaurant, Titanic nerd. I'm saving that for a certain spot, though. So whose stateroom is this? Titanic nerd got it. This is Molly Brown's room. Okay, let's go down to F deck. Oh, what's this? Huh? I'm sorry, miss, but the lifts are closed. Don't know, but did the father take pictures of the staircase? Unfortunately, he did not. The only photos in existence of the grand staircase are all Olympic. So we're coming down to F deck real quick, and as you guys know, you cannot get into the pool area on the wreck because these watertight doors are closed. But yeah, here is Titanic's swimming area. Quick look at that. And of course the Turkish baths. And of course, one of the many ways we can tell the difference between Olympic and Titanic is, believe it or not, the Turkish baths. So both ships had the Turkish baths, but the floor plans were different. And on the wreck, that dome right up there above the door is still very much intact. I'm fairly certain this is the most well-preserved room in the wreck. I'm pretty sure I've heard that said multiple times. And of course, here's the electric bath. God. Somebody had to make that joke, of course. Fun fact, the Titanic swimming pool still has water. Here's the other thing that nobody ever talks about. The toilets do too. All right, so let's leave this area. We're going to go take a walk up on deck. So around evening time today, this would have been a couple of hours ago, uh, Titanic got a message from another ship. And I do not know the correct pronunciation, but it was like the La Touraine. This ship sent a wireless message to Titanic with the MSG prefix, Master Service Message. And they basically said the ship gave their position and said they encountered dense fog and crossed a thick ice field. So, having said that, let's go up to the officers' quarters. Go to main menu. We're just basically like teleporting there. Where's officers only? We're going to the officers' quarters. In Milan. And someone left the water running. Oh my goodness. Wow, that actually loaded really fast. No, we're not going to first class. So in response to that, oh wait, the wireless room is this way. Kind of got turned around there for a minute. And here we are in the wireless room. So in response to that message, Smith sent a reply at 6:21. He gave Titanic's position and said that the weather was fine. Let's see. Can you read this stuff? Okay, so there's nothing on there. You know what's funny, guys, is I did a short a year ago this week where I talked about two of my favorite heroes on the Titanic. And I actually got a reply on that thing today. In this short's a year old now. If we're in this room because two of my favorite heroes from Titanic, they worked right here in this room. And I'm sure you know the names of those two guys. Titanic nerd, the flooring would have been green on Olympic. Really? I did not know that. Mark, I hope they fully open the officers' quarters. I want the individual rooms and Captain Smith's staterooms. Well, from what I understand, the goal was always to have the entire ship 100% fully explorable. Whether or not we ever get that, I don't know. And I hate to be a pessimist or negative or critical, but I mean, guys, this game's been in development hell for over 10 years, so I'm really not all that optimistic it's ever going to get finished. So here we are. We made it to the wheelhouse. Max, Jack Phillips, and Harold Bride. Titanic nerd, Harold Bride and Jack Phillips. Yes. So here we are in the wheelhouse. Of course, Quartermaster Hitchens would have been right here, physically at the helm of the ship when the collision happened. Mark, yes, green, red in the lounge on Olympic 2. So the person that replied to that short, his hero was William Murdoch. And I don't think anyone could dispute that Murdoch was most certainly one of the Titanic's heroes. And we're now pretty much like right at the spot where Murdoch was when Fleet and Lee were up there in the crow's nest, and Frederick Fleet spotted the iceberg. It's been said they pretty much both spotted it at the same time. If you believe the movie, he came running into the wheelhouse and gave the order. So hard to starboard. Can you show the bow from the bridge? This is the closest view that we can get on the to the bow. We cannot walk on the well deck or on the forecastle in this demo. Yeah. Take it to sea, Mr. Murdoch. Let's stretch her legs. So, let's have a look around the boat deck real quick. We can look at the crows. We can get a view looking aft from the crow's nest car, and we will do that before we finish up here on Honor and Glory. So I see they still haven't opened up the stairs, so you can go down the B deck right here. But here we are. Yeah, Milan, you can get to the crow's nest. Yeah, we are going to go to the crow's nest. So here we are. This is officers' quarters. Now we're going into first class. So while we're thinking about heroes on the Titanic, what is some of you guys' heroes? I go with Harold Bride and Phillips. William Murdoch is easily a hero. Thomas Andrews is a hero. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole lot more I can think of. Let's go take a look at the gym real quick. What are some of you? Who are some of your heroes from Titanic? You can still headbutt the punching bag. So there is a picture of a second-class passenger from this angle, guys, and he is on. It's one of these bikes right here. I forget which one, and he's looking this way at the camera. The camera is from here. Which second-class passenger was right there? Titanic nerd, I like Charles Yelkin. I think Charles Yelkin is a favorite for a lot of folks. Let's see. Mark, Thomas Andrews, and Smith. Truly, Captain Smith, I couldn't argue with anyone being a hero. What few people don't know is Captain Smith actually ordered lifeboats to be prepped before he got the news that the ship was fatally damaged. And that's a fact. It's mentioned in On a Sea of Glass. He got the news around 12:20, 12:25. Andrews confirmed to him that the ship was doomed. It's going to go down. He gave the order to launch, or not launch, but get the lifeboats ready. It was between 11:45 and midnight when he gave the order. There's the compass platform. Of course, we know the breakup happened right around here in this section. Milan, let's see, Mark, Thomas Andrews, and Smith. Milan, low for going back with his boat. Card, don't have any. Milan, Andrews, and Murdoch for me too. Karen Andrews. Titanic nerd says Lawrence Beasley. Yes, I was asking the question, which second-class passenger was on the exercise machine in that photo, and it was Lawrence Beasley. Max, two of my heroes are First Officer Murdoch and Jack Phillips, but they're all heroes in my book. Yes, I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, you can't argue with any of these choices, but I'm just curious, like, of the heroes, which ones would be your favorites? So this would be the engineer's promenade. We're going to go, Mark, my chat keeps freezing. So far everything looks good on my end, Mark. If anyone else is having an issue, let me know. But I'm not having any issues on my end. Everything looks like it's flowing pretty well. Yep, so here we are. We're aft. Now, I believe on Britannic, a staircase was added right here, and later on Olympic, a staircase was added right here. Let's see. All right, let's go. Let's see. Main menu. Let's go to explore some other spots. Let's see. We've been to the baths. Let's see. The boiler rooms. Let's go down into boiler rooms. What I was really hoping for was that they would add noise in the engine room, like the sound of the engines. Mark, second class is your favorite class. We're gonna take a quick look through second class as well. I can imagine, guys, when the sinking was happening, big open passageways like this was just it was so easy for the water to come through these type of areas. And imagine like the squash court. Imagine how easily that probably filled up and added to the weight of pulling the ship down. All right, let's go back here a little bit. So these are some of the double-ended boilers right here. Look how far back this goes, all the way down. Oh, it's blocked right here. We can't go all the way to the end. Tell you what, let's go to let's see. Let's go look at second class real quick. Car Titanic had a list. I keep hearing it did and it didn't. So when she was sailing before the collision, Titanic had a 3-degree list to port. That was due to them moving the coal from one end of the ship to the other side because of the coal fire that they were trying to extinguish. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe that after the collision, she started developing a list to starboard because that's where the damage was. Eventually, she started getting a list to port, but shortly before the real plunge started happening, before she started going really fast, she pretty much leveled out. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm fairly certain of that. Let's see. Can we get out? Yep, to the aft well deck. Milan, that is correct. Okay, I thought so. So here we go. And guys, there was someone, and I forget the name of the crewman, but in On a Sea of Glass, they specify that there was someone on the docking bridge right here and watched the iceberg go right past the ship. Titanic Nerd, yeah, that's the current most popular theory. Max, I love the second class lounge library. One of, if not my favorite room on Titanic. What is some of everyone's favorite spots on the ship? And of course, this is where a couple of teenage lovebirds first met. Right here. Let's see. Let's go down Scotland Road here. I wish we could climb up this ladder right here. It would make things so much faster. Where's the second class stairs? So we can go up. Wolf, I like the bridge personally. And you know, one of my favorite things about the Olympic class is the exterior of the bridge design. It's one of my favorite designs as far as all of these old ocean liners go. There's just something really, really elegant about it that is just visually not as appealing to me on other ships as it is on the Olympic class. Yeah, so here we are at the top of the second class entrance. So we're on we're back on boat deck. Let's see if we can get out to the promenade. No, it doesn't look like it because that's B deck. I like the bridge person. Yep, Titanic Nerd or the Veranda Cafe. First class, Mark, first class reading and writing room is my favorite. Then second class dining room. Max, I also really like the engine room. We're definitely going to go to the engine room. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go to. I think it's just easier to get to. I want to go to Scotland Road. I think the easiest way via this game to get there is just to go back to first class and go down to the E deck entrance, and we can access the engine room from there. I do want to go to the engine room before we stop our tour of the ship here. No, not the first class promenades. Well, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Car plane, the sunroom. Let's see. So here we are. We're gonna do a quick stroll on the promenade deck. Yeah, I could have did that, Milan. Now that you mention it, but since we're right here, if you guys watch my Olympic building model, you know this little doorway right here on each side. I left them off of Olympic for obvious reasons. You know, they weren't there. So here's another nice view of the forward well deck and the forecastle. The potato room. I don't. I forget about that. Honestly, I really do. I forget about that potato room. Wolf, tomorrow will be the anniversary of the launch of USS New Mexico. Sweet. I'll tell you what. We haven't been in here yet. Here's the first class lounge. Oh, well, let's go look at the reading and writing room. I think this personally is one of the most beautiful rooms on the ship. And for my Olympic experts, when Olympic went into dry dock for the 1913 refit, didn't they shorten this room? Didn't they make it smaller because it ended up being not as popular as they thought it was going to be? And of course, the lounge. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down to B deck here. Titanic Nerd, yes. Mark, it's funny that Olympic A deck wasn't enclosed in years later. Were they afraid? I don't know really what they would be afraid of. I don't know, though, why they chose not to do it, especially when you consider that they did that on Britannic as well. Mark, yes, reading and writing room was shortened. Okay, so here we are on B deck. So dinner was served at 7 o'clock on Friday, April 12th. So Thomas Andrews was headed down the grand staircase to dinner when he was stopped to converse with a first-class passenger, or excuse me, a first-class stewardess named Mary Sloan from Belfast. And like everyone else, she complimented Andrews. Well, not personally. What I mean is she never had a bad word to say about Andrews. Not one time. Hey, Brian, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, that was just something I thought that was worth mentioning. Andrews would get notoriously homesick anytime he had to leave. He did not like being away from home for long periods of time. And I believe Yalkin would make him a special type of bread that he enjoyed. I forget what kind of bread it was, but it was just he made it for Andrews because just like a taste of home, basically. And here we are at the a la carte restaurant. Finally. So it was in this area on Friday evening that Bruce Ismay and Thomas Andrews had dinner. They did not have dinner in the first class dining area. This is where they had dinner. And after dinner, a Ismay invited everyone to his stateroom. Uh, Smith did not go. Everyone else at their table did, and they played bridge in Ismay's stateroom. Titanic Nerd, I have to record Titanic anniversary stuff. If you'd like to join our Discord, Titanic Nerd, and there's a self promotion channel in there. You can pimp your stuff in there, and we can watch your stuff. All right, let's go down to the engine room. We're going to take Scotland Road and go down to the engine room. After that, we'll go take a quick look in the crow's nest, and I think we'll wrap up Honor and Glory here because we do have other stuff to do. And you guys don't have to worry about a time limit tonight. I'm not stopping until I get everything in that I want to get in. So if you guys see, if I don't get to a room on the ship that you guys want to see before we move away from Honor and Glory, let me know. Oh, we did not look at the piano in there. Okay, don't worry about it, Titanic Nerd. We will go back. Let's go look at the engine room real quick. And of course, there's the entrance to the third class dining. And tell us of the steering accommodations, Mr. Dawson. I hear they're quite good on this ship. The best I've seen, ma'am. Hardly any rats. And let's see. Here we go. We're going down into the engine room. It's right after this bulkhead. So, guys, here is Charles Yalkin's room. And every time I stop and look at this, even though we can't go in, and I think about every time late in the sinking, he walks out of his room, he comes around this corner, it's pitch black down there, and nothing but a wall of water slowly creeping towards you. I can't imagine how terrifying that had to look. All right, engine room, here we go. Here we go, and there's the engines. They're turning down there, but there is still no there's still no sound to the engines. There's a nice little view right here, a little upper view of them. Now, guys, one of my weak areas is I'm not real good with like the engineering and the all that stuff, how the engines work and all that stuff. That's what we've got Mike Brady for. You can see this is one shaft right here. This has got to be the other. This has got to be that's got to be starboard. That's got to be port. Where would the center shaft be? I'm guessing you can't access it in the game. I like the The engines are going, but when you go back outside and walk the decks, the ship's actually sitting still. See, there's another watertight bulkhead right there. Titanic nerd behind the wall. So behind this wall here, where this watertight door is, go in the turbine room. Do we have access to the turbine room in the game? Max, the center shaft would be more aft. Yeah, and that makes sense. I'm thinking about it. All right. So let's go back to a la carte real quick. Oh, wait, here we go. Can we go down here? Nope, there's a bucket right there. Let's go back to E deck and go aft. Let's see. There will be another door like this that leads to the turbine room. I'm assuming I'm in it right now. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you can't go down because this bucket is blocking the door. But I imagine that's the shaft right there. That's got to be the center shaft. So who are you guys watching on Sunday? I imagine you're like me. You're watching somebody's stream on Sunday. I'm still debating if I'm going to watch Honor and Glory or if I'm going to watch Tom Linsky. I've not made up my mind yet. As far as I know, Mike Brady is not doing anything. All right, here we are on the aft well deck. Milan THGs. Titanic nerd, can I trust you to translate that to English and tell us exactly what that means? I'm sorry, I do not, whatever language that is, I do not know it. I apologize. Wolf, yesterday was the anniversary of the commissioning of USS North Dakota. And for those of you that followed the channel, you saw I think the 11th was also the anniversary of the kamikaze attack on the Kidd, USS Kidd. All right, here we go. Okay, so it put us right back here. Let's go. No, I didn't want to come back here. Apologies, guys. Apologies. We want to go back to first class. And we're going to go back to the a la carte restaurant real quick. After that, we're going to look at the. We're going to go take a quick look at the ship aft from the crow's nest, and from there, we're going to move on from Honor and Glory. So if there is a room that you guys did not see yet that you want to see real quick, aside from going into the crow's nest, let me know. Titanic, it's a line from the Titanic movie in third class. A Swedish guy asks Rose if she can speak Swedish, and it sounds like German. Gotcha. Okay. Here we are. Okay, we're back in the a la carte. Hmm. Mark, I'm waiting for the closed rooms to open up. We're all waiting for that, Mark. Trust me. The main thing I want to see is more. I want to see. I think someone else mentioned it. I want to see all of the officers' quarters opened up, and I want to see more cabins opened up. Yeah, I'm not seeing a piano in here either. I thought I might have skipped it earlier, but it doesn't look like it. So one more thing, talking about what happened today. Lady Duff Gordon noted that she couldn't shake an uneasy feeling she had before boarding the ship. And she noted that every night when she went to bed, she did not completely undress. She kept a warm coat and wrap in a small jewel case with her most treasured items in it right by her bed. Sounds kind of like Eva Hart's mom. You know, we all know who Eva Hart is. And it is Eva, by the way. Okay, crew areas forward. This will be the last section we look at. And let's see. We'll take a brief look around here. This is some cooking areas. So here's another thing, guys. I saw an image today, and I'm not posting it in here because I don't want any controversy or none of that crap. But someone basically created like a Photoshop image of what happened, what the Titanic would have looked like if the ship struck the berg head on. I am of the opinion. I agree with Mike Brady. If the ship hit the berg head on, the ship would have stayed afloat. It was designed to take that type of damage. Of course, naturally, you're not going to, how to put it. I always equate it to like driving a car. Whereas, if you see an obstacle in the road, your natural instinct is to swerve out of the way. You're not thinking, oh, well, my car can take this type of damage. Let's drive right into it. Same thing with Murdoch in this situation. You're not thinking, okay, well, I'm going to ram this thing head on. No, your natural instinct is to try and get out of the way, and that's what he was trying to do. He just unfortunately didn't have enough time to do it. But I'll share that picture on Discord. I'm not going to do it here on stream. So yeah, this is where Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee were, of course, as we all know. Here's looking aft at the ship, right there. Titanic there. Weird selection of paint. Where are you guys on the head-on scenario? Do you feel like the ship would have survived if she hit the berg head-on? Like I said, I agree with Mike Brady. I think the ship would have survived. I know there's other YouTuber I watch that doesn't believe that the ship would have made it. Where are you guys on that situation? And on that note, we're going to go ahead and shut down Honor and Glory right here because we're already an hour into the stream. So let me do that real quick. We're going to go full camera here. Mark, yes, she would have stayed afloat. Wolflord, I think it would have. Carr, yes and no. How do you do yes and no, Carr? I mean, I'm a little confused by your answer. Max, I agree with Mike Brady, Titanic nerd. I think it might have survived. Yep. So we all seem to be pretty much in agreement with that. So having said that, let's take a look at our next thing. Dave Jeffrey, welcome to the stream, my friend. Hello. Let's see. And he says, I believe. No, he says there have been other ships that have survived head-on collisions. Exactly, and we have photo evidence of ships from that era that have hit icebergs head-on that were much smaller than Titanic and survived. That's why I am of the opinion. One of the reasons why I am of the opinion that she would have stayed afloat. Karen, I believe she would have stayed afloat. Milan, I believe she would have survived. Mark, Queen Mary would have survived Titanic iceberg. Yeah, well, undoubtedly, Mark. I think we talked about that before. I mean, Queen Mary was what, 25 years newer than Titanic. There were lessons learned from Titanic that were incorporated into not only Queen Mary's building, but her safety features. So, yeah, I don't have the slightest doubt in my mind that the Queen Mary would have survived that. So we're looking at Titanic actually out in the open ocean right now. This was made by Milan in the game Simple Planes. This is summer. He made the ship in this game, guys. Look at that. And he was gracious enough to show me how to get this and how to record some really cool footage for it. So, Max, like HMS Hawk, she stayed afloat. Pretty much. And it wasn't, I forget the name, but I know I saw another ship, and it wasn't the Hawk, where the bow was completely smashed in. And it was a ship right around Titanic's time that stayed afloat. And I have a hard time believing Titanic would not have stayed afloat. That's just me. So, having said all that, okay, guys, part two of our little Britannic giveaway. Are you guys ready? You're going to have 1 minute to type something into the chat. Let's see. What do I want you guys to type in the chat? Everyone who types Olympic into the chat gets another entry into the Britannic giveaway. Mark, Stockholm hit the Andrea Dora head-on and survived. Karen, looks nice, referring to Milan's model. Max, also very nice. Yeah, he did an incredible job on this, guys, and he also did Olympic as well. And you know, we've been looking at some of the Olympic footage that he made footage of Olympics specifically for me. Okay, so Dave, let's see. So Dave, you are entered. There we go, into the bowl. Car, let's see. You've got less than 1 minute, guys. Car, into the bowl. Milan, Olympic 4. Okay, here we go. It took Chad a minute to catch up for me, guys. Sorry. Wolf, in. Mark, in. And Milan. If I did not mention your name, please let me know. Car, I've got. Dave, I've got. And here we go, guys. Getting dusk. We know what happened at the bow of the ship in the movie in this section. Max, you typed it? Okay, thank you for pointing it out. Okay, Max, you were in. Guys, remember, if you win, Jack, I'm flying. If you guys remember, I just got him, Milan. So putting the ball back down. If you guys remember, I forgot where. Actually, I forgot where I was going to completely go with that. So never mind. Also today, towards the end of the evening, the 21st boiler was lit. So we're now up to 21 of the 29 boilers have been lit. And at midnight, the ship's public clocks were set back by 49 minutes. So on Saturday, throughout Saturday, all Titanic's clocks would be 2 hours and 47 minutes ahead of New York time. No, Titanic nerd. It doesn't. It's not a sinking simulator. It's just some footage of the ship sailing in the ocean, and there it is, guys. That is the last time Titanic ever saw daylight. Milan, it can't yet, but I started working on a sinking version once, just never finished it. Wow. I can't imagine what that would be like to have to create that. Jeez. Okay. So I'm waiting on something to load up, guys. We're gonna transition over to the last thing that we're gonna look at for the evening here in just a bit. I got a slow computer. Hard, yeah, Milan. It's very difficult indeed. Speaking of difficult things, while we wait for this to load, Milan has been hard at work on converting the 1-700 Titanic into Britannic, and he is an extreme detail freak, to put it lightly. And I will be following his path pretty soon on that. It's going to be quite a challenge. Okay, so I'm launching the last thing that we're going to be looking at for the evening, guys. And it's almost ready. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to attempt to switch over to my headset, guys. Let's see. I'm going to attempt to adjust my going to adjust which microphone I'm using. Let me know if there's an issue. Can you guys hear me just fine? Is there an echo? Am I echoing? Let's see. Yes, we are doing the experience. No echo. Excellent. Excellent. Milan, we hear you loud and clear. Max, we hear you. Sounds good. Just fine. Excellent. Mark, as soon as I get some glue, I'll finish Lusitania. Unfortunately, she won't have funnels. I'll have to make some. Okay. That should not be a problem. I need some mood lighting, guys. Give me 1 second, and we're going to get underway here. All right. Here we go. And this will be the last thing we're checking out in the evening. We are going to April 15th, 1912.
Women and children. This way. Women and children.
Captain Smith.
Head for that ship on the horizon. Transfer your passengers and tell their captain to come at once.
Ship's right there. That little light.
Surely they can see our rockets, sir.
If they can, they are not responding. As quickly as you can.
Aye, aye, sir.
So that's Hitchens.
Quickly now. Women and children.
Quickly! The boats are leaving!
Daddy, where are we going?
Shh, love, we're going on a little adventure. We'll be back soon.
Over here. Let's try this way.
I'm afraid it's women and children only, sir.
Please, sir, can't you see my wife needs help with the children?
Sorry, sir.
We're on the port side, so this is Lightoller.
Is this a drill?
Only a precaution, sir. Everyone will be back aboard in good time.
John, I can't manage without you. I need you.
We'll just have to for now.
But
Don't worry, Marie. I'll get on another boat. You go ahead with the children.
Daddy, I don't want to go without you.
John, I don't see any men boarding lifeboats.
I'm sure there's other boats further down letting men board. Right, David, help your mother and sister.
Has anybody not seen this before?
I'm sorry, sir. Women and children only.
For God's
He's just
sake,
a
he's just
boy.
a boy.
What age is he?
He's only 16.
He'll have to
Okay, Titanic nerd.
God's sake.
Do something, John.
Is there nothing you can do?
I appreciate you hanging out, man.
I'm afraid not, sir. Captain's orders.
Hey, the officers are letting the boys leave on the other side. You must hurry.
Thanks, friend. Marie, take the baby. Look after Emily. We'll get on another boat.
So the boy's 16, he's not being allowed on.
Emily,
They're telling him to go on the other side because, of course, Murdoch
sister, we'll see you again soon.
is letting people on.
You have to come with us. We won't be able to find you.
Shush now, love. You're going on the boat with your mom and your sister. We'll be along shortly, I promise.
Daddy, I don't want to go.
Women and children.
Go straight to the next boat.
Okay, Mark, I will try to keep my mouth shut as much as possible.
I will, ma'am, I will.
That way you can hear this.
Mind him, John.
Right, Emily. Time to go. Be brave.
No. No, Daddy,
Emily,
please.
go. You have to
I
go
want
with your mother.
With you.
Go.
Please let me go with
No.
you. Dad,
We'll be all right.
Please.
Be good, child. We'll see you soon.
We'll head straight for another boat.
Women and children. Final call.
Right, it's time to go.
No. No. I miss my daddy. No.
Crazy to me that the boy is 16 and they won't let him get on. So we're taking the role of a female passenger here.
Marie!
Away.
Daddy.
There, sweetheart. They'll be fine.
Thank you.
My daughter was the same growing up. Father's favorite.
Do you believe there's any real danger?
Oh no, dear. I saw men locking the watertight
You're right,
doors
there is the
and left
moon.
my cabin. I'm sure we will be back on board soon.
That's Molly Brown.
How do we get to the lifeboats?
We can't get up on the deck!
There's Hitchens.
Oh
Yeah, I never noticed that.
decks, but I have
There's the moon.
Surely there must be extra boats kept elsewhere. Otherwise, how can all the passengers leave the ship?
How's your ankle, Helen? You took quite a tumble boarding the boat.
Swollen. I think it may be broken.
Oh dear. When we get back on board, Dr. Locken can look over it. At least this could make an interesting story for your next novel.
Yes, well, perhaps this type of adventure novel would best suit Colonel Gracie.
Oh, I do hope Father is safe. Surely he'd be safer on board the Titanic than here in this boat. Yes, well, this is not quite the ending to our adventure that I was expecting. You remember Father's face when we arrived?
Oh,
Forward and lower away astern.
Steady forward.
we got a little uneven there.
All together, men.
Hold off.
Also, we're right here at the shear line.
Are there any sailors aboard? Present yourselves. This boat needs another hand. I am a yachtsman, sir. I can row. If you're seaman enough to get onto that boat, you can go.
What was the name of the yachtsman? I do not remember. And I remember they did show this in A Night to Remember.
Ready?
Oh my goodness.
Here he comes.
There, by the oarlock. Thank you. Ready! Lower away! Lower together.
It's so dreadfully cold tonight.
Almost there. How long must we sit in these dark?
Arthur Puchin. Thank you, Milan.
Not up there.
I wasn't a pleasant man.
Mass was lovely this morning.
How nice the captain.
Yeah, they called.
Yes, this is his last journey commanding a ship.
Such a beautiful ship to retire with.
They called her the unsinkable Molly Brown. Yes, they did.
So the captain could attend mass instead.
Oh, perhaps that explains why the sailors on the deck seemed almost unprepared when lowering this lifeboat.
And why our lifeboat has only 3 sailors.
Yes, this whole affair has been managed rather badly. I shall be making a complaint when we come aboard Titanic.
Help! I'm trapped! Help! Help!
Mommy, I'm scared.
Shh, it'll be fine.
We're hitting the water.
Release the ropes.
Aye, aye, sir.
There's water coming in.
Get that plug in. The boat will founder.
I have it.
You there.
Which lifeboat almost crushed the other? Was it 13 almost crushed 15, or was it 15 almost crushed 13?
Pull us under. Pull! Hurry, damn you!
Where are we heading? Towards the lights on the horizon, just off the port bow.
Pull! Put your backs into it.
We can help row.
No, the men will row.
I can steer the rudder, so you can row.
No, you will not. Sit down.
Look, child. Look what I have here. He's friendly.
15 crushed 13. Thank you. Almost, yes. Wait, Mark's saying 13 almost crushed 15.
Can you look after him for me while we're on this boat?
Yes, Mum.
I should have stayed on deck with Krieg.
No, it was good of you to join us.
Let's see, where's she at? So,
Allowed you to stay on deck.
I'm sure we will be back on deck shortly. Never mind that sailor.
so I don't think the boat's launched this fast. I think this is probably accelerated.
This is just a precaution.
This fog on the horizon and no moonlight.
Yes, it's hard to see anything tonight.
I doubt the other ship.
No moonlight, and there's the moon.
Hold this, please.
Much better. Thank you.
Let's hope they see us.
That looks like ice right there.
It looks like some boats don't have their lanterns lit.
And all the stars. The sky is beautiful.
That little orange light right above the water is the Californian.
Are there any supplies in this boat?
There's nothing. No water, no bread, no compass.
Any blankets?
I don't see any.
There are a few here. Yes, some here too.
Stowaway!
Oh, officer! Officer, look!
Sorry. So sorry. I can't swim.
Coward. Get over there and start rowing.
I can't. I broke my arm. That's why I can't swim. Please, sir. Please stay. I'm begging you. I don't stand a chance up there.
Sit down then. You're lucky I haven't thrown you.
Hey, Ozzy, how are you?
Here you are.
Thank you. Here you are, madame.
It's 15 that almost crushed 13.
Thank you.
Yep, so I've got 2 saying 15 almost crushed 13.
Thanks.
Best we keep that baby warm.
Thank you. Are you warm enough, Emily?
Yes, Mum.
So this is definitely accelerated because look at the bow. It's going down considerably faster than it really did. Look at the lights right at the water line. Look how fast they're going under.
I hope they did. The boats must be all in the water by now. Do you have family on board?
No. Our colleagues in the a la carte restaurant.
We were allowed to go up to the boats, but the men are being held in the second-class dining hall.
Oh, that's dreadful.
Oh look, I'm live on YouTube.
They have to wait until all the passengers have left the ship.
But I did see Mr. Morget on deck, and the head chef. So they might have been let up early.
Oh, I hope so.
Look at the ice in the water.
Badly now.
The lights don't seem to be getting closer.
Perhaps they're just reflections on the water.
No, they're definitely lights from another ship. We were signaling them earlier.
Nice, yes, she's going pretty fast. Yeah, this is obviously accelerated.
You should assist us rowing. Allow one of the women to steer the boat. It's a perfectly calm night.
You row, sir. I will remain in command of this boat.
The women should be allowed to row.
No!
Rowing will keep us warm and we'll reach that ship in half the time.
I agree. The movement will warm us.
I am in charge of this boat. The women are not to row.
Oh wow, look at that. I turned away for 2 seconds. The forecastle's already going under.
But it's unsinkable. Surely?
She'll sink.
But the watertight doors should keep her afloat.
We only glanced the iceberg. Surely she isn't that damaged?
She'll founder.
Yeah, she's listing the port here.
What about those not in lifeboats?
Yeah, look at the stern coming up out. That sounded like gunshots. Because yeah, you're talking about the D-deck door, Ozzy, that was left open. Look at that, the bridge is going under right now. First funnel. Look at the ice in the water. There's the breakup. It's coming. There it is.
There's nothing we can do.
Wow. Sorry if I got quiet there for a minute. I got pretty caught up in that, guys. Ugh. Go hit the lights. All right. So, let me go ahead and get out of that. Yeah, the game is called Titanic VR, but if you look at it on Steam, it's right now it's currently Titanic Shipwreck Exploration, because you can do literally what the thing says. You can explore the wreck, and we did that. My one of my friends, Matt, bought me that game a few months ago, and we kind of fooled around with it for a little bit. We'll be messing with it again in the future, but we didn't do that part on stream, and I thought tonight would be the perfect night to do that. So we're just about done here, guys. Let's see. Bear with me one second. Does anyone know how many men and women survived? I don't know the individual count, like how many men and how many women, but yeah, it was like 705, something like that, 708. Yeah, it was something like that. I forget the exact number. Let's see. So, okay, guys, we're just about going to wrap it up here in a sec, but one last time, we're going to take names for the giveaway. So pull the bowl out. We're gonna do the giveaway here, and we're gonna wrap it up with that. So you've got 1 minute and counting on the clock. If you enter Britannic into the chat, you will get yet another entry into the giveaway. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes on that. I'll reload up the Milan's Titanic footage, and we can look at that while we wait. So, you got 1 minute. Everyone who enters Britannic will be entered into the giveaway. This will be the final time. Milan Britannic, 4:33. My pen's not working. There we go. Milan. Okay, you're in. Wolf. Wolf is in. Let's see. Max. Max is in. Let's see. Car. Car is in. Let's see. Ozzy. If I did not call your name, please let me know. But let's see, because I'm calling them out as I read them to make sure. So if you did not hear your name, please let me know. And Dave. All right. And with that, the giveaway is closed. Putting the lid on the bowl. And I'm going to shake this up. Wait, hold on. Me, Mark. I did not call your name. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Oh. Actually misspelled Britannic. You just did it again, Wolf. Okay, there's Mark. Okay, lid's on the bowl. Good luck to everyone. Let's see. All right. I think that's enough. I'm not going to look. And here we go. Can we see this on? Yeah, we can see this on camera. I've got one. Milan, just type 433. It's easier. Okay, here it is. Mark, don't pick me. Well, I don't know who I picked yet. Let's see who it is. The winner is... Milan is the winner. Congratulations, Milan. You are the winner of the Little Bitty Britannic here. Congratulations. Congrats. Cool. First ever giveaway. All right. Cool. I sure do thank everyone who participated, though. That was a lot of fun. All right. Well, Milan, I will get with you, since you are already in the Discord. I will get with you via DMs, that we can work out the shipping arrangements. Everyone's congratulating Milan. Absolutely, Milan. Thank you. No, sir. Thank you. Thank all of you guys. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I'm dead serious. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this Titanic anniversary live stream. And what better way to end than to see Titanic sailing here at the sunset. I will probably be in THG's live stream Sunday. Like I said, I'm not fully decided. I will let you guys know on Discord which one I intend to watch after I look at the list to see who's going to be appearing on which show. I wanted to do this tonight. Obviously, a little, a small time streamer like me, I'm not going to try and stream while those guys are streaming. There's no way I can compete with, that. They're going to get the views and they can have them. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Probably tomorrow or Sunday, I'll let you guys know in the Discord which one I intend to watch. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. I know we went a lot longer than usual, but I think it was worth it. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys this time. Well, I mean, I do every time. But, next week we'll be back to the regular content, as always. Awesome stream. Thanks. This stream was worth staying up for. Great stream, Ty. Thank you, Milan. Max, amazing stream. Thank you. Mark will probably be watching THG. That's if the chat isn't crazy fast, right? Yeah, same thing. Hey, if we're all watching the same one, we can all go into Discord and we can do our own little conversation in Discord if you guys think that's a good idea. Karen, great stream. Thank you so much. Milan, thanks for the stream. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And next month, Lusitania. It would be the anniversary of Lusitania. So be ready for that. Car, great stream. Thank you, Car. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that is it for this evening. You guys take care. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you either on THG or Linsky's channel on Sunday. Until the meantime, you guys know the drill. Drive safely.